ridiculous person in the world because of my hat here. Okay. Let's see. A little experiment here. Okay, whoa. Okay, so... Well, I mean, the only thing I'm not really gonna be like, oh, check it out. Look at all this treasure I have. Look at all this stuff in my chest. Isn't that wonderful? Here, you can have it. No. But, their names are, with every person's name is a request, though. And it's, coming from their parents who want me to bring them the most positive experience possible if they choose to have a pre-death funeral. But, I mean, for those people that are nearing death, they get to have, the most beautiful experience. And but also, I'm going to be offering help for people that want to do something to rekindle their already existing relationship or whatever, right? So, the Dragonlance stuff that was going on with me recently has made me very curious about how it's possible. And what in the world really helps me understand the movie Misery, right? Movie Misery. Don't understand this hat though, huh? It's kind of I understand it. I wonder what an animal thinks. Like a dog. What does a dog think? You wish. Ooh. Dune, huh? Very cool. There's so much stuff to go through and explore. I wish I could live longer. It just had to be done through children. Ooh, here's one. Hiking in Utah. I remember now it makes a lot more sense to me why Utah has pentagrams everywhere, because they'll be finding out about me, and they'll be, because the names and stuff of people, I grew up there, and, well, hey.
Good afternoon. Winter and Laughter for kids in grades K through 5 will be starting in the Kathy Fit Conference Room
So so today I had such a weird experience. I figured out why okay, so I had 3 dreams of suns, right? And I figured out the meaning. Well, I think I know everything about why I had them now. Maybe one of them I really figured out, though, why he had the particular objects and stuff that he had when he was moving out. He was like packing his things. But he did it in a way so that I would know that how wrong it is to check out another woman or another female. That's really powerful. Really powerful. So I'm really allowing myself to think about one chorus for him. Isn't this magical right here? How the heck did he do that to me? Wow. I have to ignore people. They're like, "You're crazy, you have to prove it, or I don't believe you." Because the proof is too embarrassing to won't be. I don't care, they can think crazy, it doesn't matter. So tempted though, it's so funny. Wow, these things are so cool. Oh my gosh. Like, how could I possibly not be the funnest person in the world right now? Seriously. I wish I could live again. I guess I will. Damn it. Oh. I mean, to think about having another life and having me as a dad would really be what makes it better than this one. But it's really scary the way that they don't believe in themselves. Sometimes I get the miracle back. They're like, but I'm not as... Oh my God. I have to make sure that's not true. If they're not better than me, then I fail. I messed up to say. Wow, is that really scary and disturbing? She doesn't even know about you. She was somebody else. It's somebody else's child coming to you. Yeah, right. That is so gross. Oh, so scary. Think about that and be afraid of that. Obviously, it's my child. I guess it just proves even more that you really need to let this girl know. That would be so evil not to let her know. What a dumb thing. What a dumb thing to think it'd be okay to... Nobody's really like that, right? It'd be okay to block somebody that was proving that it was, you know... No, it's just... It's cool. I gotta do things a million times better, especially within the next 10 years. Well, I'm still capable of looking like I'm 20. So I was gonna do some kind of experiment. The other pairs. Let's see. So I have French and name, Norwegian and French on from Babe's side. Okay, let's check this out. What's where is the other Paris? Let's go. Clothing. How to play. That's really interesting. Hugh Goth? Tied to separating. How do I get... So it seems to be... See, here I'm being warned about how their sewers will link them to different time periods. So Nostradamus, or is that his name? That's why he was, more accurately predicting stuff, I guess. Here's is it a bacteria link or something? For my kids, it'll be like the funnest thing. Legos. I'm really excited. We're gonna have Legos. Lego parties. I build Lego stuff. Be spoiled in that way, right? I really want. As part of our Highland, we gotta recreate Highland. Got to. I know I'd be able to hire the people that aren't making enough money to make our own homes or whatever. Make a new Highland. Bull River is what I'm talking about. Because they ruined it. Because it used to be nothing but mountains. They didn't really ruin it, but they did though. Because now there's like a computer factory. There's like all these houses everywhere. And it used to be nothing but mountains. It was like our backyard were mountains. And now it's like, they're showing me a location in LA with Highland and Amber Hills where it might be possible in LA to build a new community, but it's kind of scary. California. I mean, if we didn't drive, that'd be really cool. I'm scared of LA because of the driving, how it makes you feel like you have to drive. You don't have to drive. That'd be cool to, maybe not though. Or we possibly not be too famous to do that. Because what happens when you find out? Okay, check this out though. Okay, it's right there. So Brick Shakespeare. That's cute. Wow, Legos are so cool. So, I had Legos. I played with my sisters too. She had a Lego and she just kept repeating herself, I am a robot. I am a robot. We go, shut up, stop it. She go, I am a robot. She just say nothing else. Just keep saying it. I am a robot. I am a robot. I am a robot. Stop it. Yikes. Oh, what are they doing here? York. We do him Horatio. Or York. Whoa. She's drowning. What the heck? Is this like explaining how the person became historical? And so he met all? That's cool. Okay, let's see. So what? Show a tragedy. Let's see. Let's see. Tragedy with, here, let's use this. Well, never mind. Pink and orange. So pink means surrender. And the guy in orange is going, ah. Malcolm in the middle. I never really watched that. But Malcolm O means like he's being surrounded and sharing. And then with the C before O is like taking him by whom? So the pink, there's this girl behind him. I get it. It's not there though. He's going, ah. You see it? Ooh. What color are those lips? Is that a dress? That's cool. He looks happy. McDuff. Duff be here for me. For you. I'll have no Duff. Well, you have one too. Macbeth. Cully. Killingsworth. Cully. Killingsworth and Cully. Moving. Better place. Caring about taking from Beth. Hey, what is that? Cool. What is it then? Oh my god. Hey. What is that? Thanks. Just call the police, kid. File the forms, file the paperwork. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do that. So, I'm going to try to get some stuff with the congressman to, like, letters of recommendation, obviously. Well, now that, so right now, so what's the point of becoming a Republican if there's the congressperson is a Democrat here? So, what the hell? I don't even know how everything works. I like, changed my party like 5 times. I just want to fix the country. I don't really care. I mean, of course I do, but definitely matters. So, where would I go for? See, I need to know more about this stuff. It's totally stupid. Damn it. It's scary how much they eat me. So, like, where would I guess I'll just look up these places, and I could always go to another state and get a letter from a Republican congressman, or they must be living here somewhere. I don't know. And what would be the real difference, though? Whether or not they fund me, it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't really need. Because I mean, well, it does matter though. Because would we want to do it in a way that's cutting the costs and or getting money? Because I mean, the way that they have it right now might be what's really messed up about it, because of just they'll get into trouble and then they'll pretend that they're bad, because they went to jail. They're like trying to fit in. They're like, oh yeah, I'm as bad as you. That's stupid. So I mean, it would be better to change that. But I mean, either way it works out. It doesn't really matter. I guess on the left side, just down through the left side, what happens? People, the price of their houses go up though. I would be hated less. But but all of their home prices would go up. That sucks. It doesn't really need that. I could be a Republican. I don't really care. I want to get a house. So those are my options. So if I do it as a Republican, then their houses won't go up, but they'll hate me when I'm laying people off. Does that make sense? Or if I did it as a Democrat, then people would be like, oh yeah, he's cool, I like him, blah blah blah, I'm willing to pay more for him, and then they're like deep down secretly going, oops. I can't really afford this anymore. So I mean, even on the Democrat side, they can cut stuff, costs and stuff. It doesn't really matter. The Yellow Party candidate means freeze, and then like preserve everything, restore everything in a way that helps out our past lives. That's like making amends and waking him up to, ouch. Somewhere I'm down there being stupid. How did I reach that fool? Would you like my help in proving that you weren't as into children as they want you to be? You know what I mean? They laid a trap for him. Saturn in us. That's what I was, dang it, I actually don't, I mean, was that what I was wanting them to do, but I didn't want them to actually do it. You know what I mean? In the way that that's actually killing people. But to, it was a way to get out. So how did I know that, though? It was a way to get out. Like just the timing of somebody just simply, they wouldn't even need to speak the same language. If they just simply went at a certain moment, it seriously would have messed with their head, the person's head or whatever, and carried or whatever. But I don't want to be cruel or anything. I was just trying to, damn it. See, you just reminded me that related to very cruel people. It's so cold, though. We'll die if we're like them. It's dumb. They die. You can't just lay around being pleasured. It's totally death. They weren't like that, though. I promise they weren't. the pentagram. Because they're taught. The pentagram is actually what, it's like law. I mean, there's a reason a cop has a star. But because the witches would educate them, you know. I mean, it's the reason the Jews were put up on the crosses and poked in the liver or whatever, you know, and the people would be dared to drink the blood. Even a really beautiful person could kill them, you know, because they had sex with the wrong person. Or whatever. So it's like they were constantly getting this education. So they tried to like force it on the people. Strictly force it. Like, we're gonna make these people unable to touch people until they've learned the elements. Crazy. Sylvester Stallone, probably related to a real goth or whatever, you know. He kind of shows it in the cliffhanger, what they actually did. But because ice picks or whatever would have got through the turtles. Scary. How sad that place was destroyed, though, you know. That'd be really cool to rebuild it, you know. Pretty crazy to think about. All this stuff that he was doing that was like trying to help Italians, you know, without knowing it. But we're just people in the end, so it's like, what the heck? I mean, who knows how it was potentially helpful for them for people to be sharing gravity with them, showing them how it was actually white people and they weren't actually Italian in ancient Italy. You know, because of our movies and the people that would be actors and actresses were white people that would get the part. But they didn't look like that. So like, how did that actually, did that make them really paranoid in the past? That they had to like be really more careful of the Goths, the Germans or whatever. That's weird to think about. So I think people get really into the A-rated thing. I don't think it's fair to say that people are causing things in the past, you know, that are negative or bad. I think it's a bit more realistic to say that maybe the better you're doing here, or the more you're obedient here, the more you'll notice that it appears like you did it to them in the past. Maybe. What to say? I'm really interested, though. That's like one of the most interesting things, because it's so beautiful. Like the dream I had of the Greek kids coming out of the garden and meeting me. And I actually found out the difference between the Spartans and the stuff they put in their stories, because it's fake. They made those stories for the people that conquered them. It's not even real. It's like slightly off. So but that was pretty cool because I was trying to help them with the Dorfball or whatever. Must have been playing with a bunch of them online, and so I was dreaming about Spartans coming out of. I guess they were Spartan. They were Greeks coming out of the garden, and so I guess they'd represent dead people, and they were like meeting me and stuff, and they'd be like, they all had names that were like. They had meaning, like their names were like meaningful. Like there's a story that comes with their name. And they were tying rocks to themselves so that they would be more difficult to hike, and so they'd get more muscle, and they would polish the rock to put on their head to wear it. For the extra weight to go on like this big hike. Crazy. They're like really small. But from doing that though, they would eventually become really big though. It was kind of disturbing, like how helpful it might be to be like, you need the animals to love animals. Like, how do you send an echo from here? Like, you need the animals to love animals now. As many as possible. Force those bulls that have babies. Like, as many as possible. Seriously, it's like always the most important thing. But yeah, anyways, it's ancient. They'll do things like try to make them out to be like pedophiles or something like that. The Italians, the Italian culture. It's not. I don't believe it's real. Because I mean, they knew it kills people. They knew it kills people. So people are into pleasure. think the main problem is that people, whenever they're interested in something, history or something, they're always carrying a wave of like animals and insects that are going, really? Then what happened? Without knowing it. It's like interfering with everything. It will like try to mess us up. first ones from last night. But, I'm gonna ask that one. I book another question. What was it? I'm scared of boomerangs. Ooh, let's ask this question. So were those real Spartans I met in the dream, or were they just Greek people that used to be Spartans related to them? Or is it a part of my subconscious mind? I met my sister's friend, Clodie. She lived with in Italy in a dream before I met him in real life. We had a long conversation about what he represented in my subconscious mind while I was lucid dreaming. We were walking around this garden. It's very cool. Okay. Anyways, so what was my question? Oh yeah, the identity of those kids I met in that dream. So I'm wondering if they were playing Darkfall with me. Were discovered in the cemetery? Wow. Because they came out of a garden. That's really cool. I want them to be alive, though. It's kind of bad news, you know? It's kind of better for them to be kids playing Darkfall. I guess both would be real, though, right? Stolen by smugglers and recovered in 2010. These two, that was around the time Darkfall came out, wasn't it? What year did Darkfall come out? That's weird. I had that dream of them in 2016 or 17. Let's see. Let me do a search here. I just want to see. It was originally released in 2009. Wow. So that was when I was actually playing with them. Very cool. So it must have been 2010 that I got their attention. And they were like coming across my post going, hey, let's do it for this guy. How do you like our game? I love it. Whoa. I felt like right here, they were encouraging me to work out more. They were telling me to get a bigger chest like Tassos. So I can be sexier for my woman. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm so excited to get a place to live, and I'm just gonna really I have the gym equipment like in my storage. I just need a place to live. Wow. Pyrian marble. Parian marble. So there was a lot of marble. Never mind. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so it's like because of Spoon, my artist name, has been like being behind somebody too. So it's trying to get my attention here, so I know to work out more there. And that'll be easier to make them proud or whatever, and then when they're responding to me, they won't be as embarrassed. Okay, Okay. And then Spain. What's funny about Spain is, so many people know that language for Spain. It comes from Spain, Spanish, because of me. Like painkillers. What was I gonna ask though? Is it even a good idea to ask them? Should I ask something in the future, or if I ask, is it a good idea to try and work to send guitar samples to Lana Del Rey so that she'll help me with doing something in Spanish? Samples. What the hell does that mean? It's a staircase. That means DNA. To me since the beginning of thinking about Amber. I heard her voice in my head say, "I'm gonna kill myself if you leave me." I totally understand because I've had so many wonderful dreams of her. She doesn't have anything to worry about. sketchy. What's my... dang it. Okay, so what is this? What kind of answer is that? Is it bad for my kids? I'm not supposed to check out anybody else. That's the theme of the day, isn't it? Supposed to be the right bottom. Even if it's a big bottom distillery. I did that last night. It's definitely up. Crazy. Is it saying that we like each other too much? If we're both married, it doesn't matter. It's not like we do anything. Of course, I'd be attracted to her. She's very attractive, but I wouldn't be like checking her out. I wouldn't be like thinking about it in my mind. Let me look at this more. So it's at this side of the page, starting there. So it's entering at a green. Ouch, it hurts. If you agree on just occasionally be like electricity or something felt. But I mean, I've been not really a lot of Spanish-speaking people. I'm wondering why I had the dream of her, you know? Because we were making music in my sleep. It's like, Fork girl, wake up. I'd be talking to her all night long. I wake up going, oh, damn it, she's gone. I talk to that girl again. I was like, we're best friends. I have a theory that she's going to play Amber Entertainment in the future when I have it done or whatever. Like with her, whoever she's with. You could go on like double dates or something. Because of just the need to have like the coolest company. What was it? The game I made is really cool. Like I want like Josh Tippik, Dave Payne, those people. Maybe like the best company. There was this guy. I just wanted to make a comic that was like about jailhouse Dungeons and Dragons, where the characters are all like extremely different, but they're playing Dungeons and Dragons in jail together. With like toilet paper dice. And make it like a comedy. I want to do that. That was one of the things I wanted to do. This is so weird. See the bottom. I found the bottom. Okay, I can't explain it there because I don't want somebody to try to intentionally mess things up because of sharing